You have been asking for a breakthrough. You've been praying for it, working for it, visualizing it. But here is the uncomfortable question that nobody asks. If that breakthrough landed in your lap right now, at this exact second, would you actually survive it? Or would you subconsciously destroy it? There is a paradox in human psychology. We claim we want more love, more money, and more joy, but our nervous systems are often wired to reject them. We have a set point, and right now, you might be feeling a very specific, vibrating tension in your life. It's a quiet hum just beneath the surface of your daily routine. It's not loud, it's not dramatic, it's subtle. It feels like the life you are living, the person you are being, is suddenly out of date. Think of it like a suit you have physically outgrown. Technically, it still fits. You can button the buttons, you can zip the zipper, but it's tight in the shoulders. It restricts your reach. You can't breathe deeply. This sensation isn't a sign that your life is wrong. It isn't a sign of failure. It is a biological and energetic signal that you are pushing against the ceiling of your current reality. You are on the edge of a major personal breakthrough. But a breakthrough isn't just a good thing happening to you. It is a structural renovation of your soul. And before you can build the new structure, the old one has to crack. Most people mistake these cracks for a breakdown. They feel the pressure and think, I'm regressing, I'm getting worse. But you aren't falling apart. You are falling into place. The real challenge is decoding the signs before you panic and retreat. You need to understand the language of transformation, because if you can spot the signs that the seed is about to sprout, you won't crush it, you'll water it. Let's look at what a breakthrough actually looks like. Forget the Hollywood version. It is rarely a lightning strike of clarity while standing on a mountaintop. A real breakthrough is an internal psychological shift that fundamentally alters how you perceive reality. It is the moment the rudders on a massive ocean liner shift 5 degrees in the deep, dark water. On the deck, nothing changes for miles. The view is the same. The wind is the same, but the trajectory has completely altered. You are heading to a new continent. This shift is often preceded by 7 distinct, uncomfortable, and confusing signs. These are the breadcrumbs leading you toward your own metamorphosis. The first sign is a deep, pervasive sense of dissatisfaction. This is the one that trips everyone up. You look at your life, your career, your friends, your routine, and even though it's the life you worked hard to build, it feels hollow. It feels gray. This is not necessarily clinical depression, though it shares symptoms. This is divine discontent. It is your intuition screaming that the architecture of your life no longer supports the magnitude of your spirit. You have evolved beyond the container you built, and that container is starting to squeeze. Instead of medicating this feeling or distracting yourself from it, what if you viewed it as intel? What if this boredom is actually your soul waiting for new instructions? This leads directly to the second sign. Your old coping mechanisms stop working. We all have our numbing agents. Maybe it's scrolling TikTok for 2 hours, binge eating, or retail therapy. Usually, these things give you a dopamine hit. They provide an escape. But when you are on the precipice of a breakthrough, the drug stops working. You scroll, and you feel nothing but irritation. You buy the thing, and the high fades in the parking lot. This is terrifying, because your escape hatch has been welded shut. But this is necessary. Life is removing your ability to run away because it demands that you finally sit with yourself. The universe is cornering you. It is saying, the answer is no longer out there. Turn around, look inside. Sign number 3 is a sudden influx of synchronicities. This is where things get strange. You think of an old friend, and they call you 3 minutes later. You see the same repeating numbers on the clock. You hear a phrase in a podcast, and then see it on a billboard an hour later. Carl Jung called these meaningful coincidences. Skeptics call it the reticular activating system, your brain simply noticing what it's focused on. But it doesn't matter why it happens, it matters what it feels like. It feels like the wall between your inner world and the outer world is thinning. It is a feedback loop from reality telling you that you are in alignment. You are on the path. Sign number 4 is a strong pull towards solitude. In a hyper-connected world, wanting to isolate yourself feels like a warning sign. But biologically, this is the chrysalis phase. You cannot undergo a metamorphosis while managing the expectations of 50 other people. You might find yourself declining invitations you used to love. You might feel drained by small talk. This isn't loneliness. Loneliness is a deficit. Solitude is a reservoir. You are instinctively clearing the noise so you can hear your own internal guidance system rebooting. You are withdrawing your energy from the external world to use it for internal construction. Sign number 5 is the resurfacing of old wounds. This is the final boss stage. Just when you think you've healed an old insecurity, a childhood fear, or a past trauma hits you like a freight train, you think, I dealt with this 10 years ago. Why is this back? It's back because you are clearing out the basement before you sell the house. You are doing a final sweep. These emotions aren't coming up to hurt you, they are coming up to be released. You are now strong enough to process what the younger version of you had to repress. This is the final purge before the upgrade. Sign number 6 is a shift in your social circle. This is the most painful part. As your vibrational frequency changes, you will start to harmonize with different people and dissonate with others. Friendships that lasted decades might suddenly feel awkward, forced, or draining. It's not that they are bad people. It's not that you are better than them. It's simply physics. You are transmitting on a new frequency. You might drift apart from old groups, which is heartbreaking, but simultaneously, you will meet strangers who feel like family instantly. You are finding your new tribe. And finally, sign number 7, an intense, voracious urge to learn. You suddenly become obsessed with a new topic: quantum physics, gardening, coding, ancient history. You are devouring books. You are listening to lectures at 2x speed. This is your brain downloading the software for your next level. This isn't procrastination. It is preparation. Your intuition knows what skills you will need for the chapter that hasn't started yet. Trust that obsession. Now, here is the danger zone. You see the signs, you feel the shift, you are ready. And this is exactly the moment where 90% of people fail. They hit what author Gay Hendricks calls the upper limit problem. Imagine your internal happiness is controlled by a thermostat. Let's say your thermostat is set to 70 degrees of happiness and success. If you have a breakthrough and your life shoots up to 90 degrees, you get the promotion, you find the partner, you feel amazing, your subconscious mind starts panic sirens. It says, "Danger! This is unknown territory. It's too good. We aren't safe." So what does your thermostat do? It kicks on the AC to cool you back down to the familiar 70 degrees. This looks like self-sabotage. You pick a fight with your spouse for no reason. You get sick. You overspend. You procrastinate on the big project. You subconsciously manufacture a problem to bring your happiness back down to a level that feels safe and familiar. The fear of success is often more potent than the fear of failure. Failure is comfortable. We know what it tastes like. Success requires us to be someone we haven't met yet. If you are nodding your head right now, if you feel this resonance in your chest, I need you to do something to lock this in. Go to the comments and write down just one of these signs that you are feeling the most. Give it a name. Drag it out of the darkness and put it in the light. I am feeling the solitude. I am hitting my upper limit. By naming it, you reclaim power over it. So, how do you navigate this? How do you stop the sabotage? First, reframe the discomfort. When the anxiety hits, don't numb it. Recognize it as growing pains. It's the sensation of your energetic container stretching. Lean into it. Second, take micro actions. Do not try to solve the whole puzzle today. Just put one piece down. Buy the URL. Send the email. Have the difficult conversation. Action is the antidote to anxiety. Third, radical self-compassion. This process is messy. You will be clumsy. You will feel fragile. Treat yourself like you are recovering from surgery, because on a spiritual level, you are. Be kind to the version of you that is dying, and be patient with the version of you that is being born. You are not broken. You are breaking through. The tension you feel is the arrow being pulled back against the bowstring. It feels like stress, but it is actually potential energy gathering for flight. The universe is not punishing you. It is preparing you. The only question that remains is, are you brave enough to let go of who you were, to make space for who you are becoming?